Hello Captains, and welcome to Star Trek Online, and welcome to my channel Just Gaming for Us. I am your host Brent Justice. I am on the character Omega. He is my Reman character in the Romulan faction aligned with the KDF. This is the playthrough that I've been going through since 2018. I am still continuing it, but we're getting very close to the end. I intend to play this series all the way to the very last mission. But where we are right now is in the Gamma Quadrant missions, the Gamma Quadrant storyline, and we are nearing the end of the Gamma Quadrant storyline. We've got the mission today called Tenebris Torquent. Now, last time we did Quark's Lucky 7, that was a very cool mission, but now it's time to continue. Now, this next mission can be very lengthy. It's kind of got a maze element to it, and this one can be very long. I'm going to try to speed it up and kind of do it a little faster than normal because I want to get through it and I don't want to spend hours on this. Same with the next mission home. It's also a long mission. But let's get to this. Locating what they believe to be the Herc homeworld, the Alliance sends a team to investigate with drastic consequences.
Researchers led by my friend Dr. Bashir have isolated several fascinating aspects of Herc biology. I'm told this data provides insight on their native environment, specifically a metallic planetoid orbiting a pulsar within a nebula. There's one system that meets these requirements, Havas Kul in the Gamma Quadrant. I'm going there to investigate along with Captain Kira in the Defiant. Dr. Bashir will accompany us as well. His insight will be critical to the mission's success. The doctor believes we'll find what we need to end this conflict on Havas Kul. If he's right, and he often is, I'm willing to travel to the heart of enemy territory. Won't you join us?
Sure. Travel to Deep Space Nine and...
Be seeing you.
In fact, that's where we already are, so we can approach Deep Space Nine and begin the mission. Yeah, so like I said, I'm going to still go through the dialogue. I may kind of speed read some of it or try to get to the point here pretty quickly, because this mission, if you really follow it, it could probably take 2 hours to do, and I really don't want it to be that long. It says go to, maybe I need to, I thought it said to go to Deep Space Nine. Did it not say go to Deep Space Nine? It says go to Havas Kul. You know what? Going to transorb. We need to go to the Gamma Quadrant, not Deep Space Nine. Duh. So we'll just transwarp straight there. Begin at Tenebris Torquent. Let's do it.
I have to say, the survey reports on this system really don't do it justice. A nebula, a pulsar, dark energy, and the Herc homeworld.
I'm not reading any Herc ships on sensors.
Nor I. Isn't that strange? One would think they'd place a heavy guard on their home system. How peculiar. Let's use this opportunity to look around. Quietly, of course.
Agreed. Now, before we get going, I don't know if I showed this in the last video or not. I may not have. I have done an overhaul of all my weapons now on this ship. They are no longer cannons. Instead, they are now beam weapons because of the Herc. We're going to get into some pretty big battles in these missions, especially the next one, which is the final mission. And I wanted beam weapons because there's just so many Herc to deal with, and cannons aren't quite the right weapon for just the swarm of Herc. So what I am using is disruptor beams, 2 regular disruptor beams on top here, and then the Nausicaan disruptor beam, and then a Nausicaan energy torpedo. And in the back I have 3 360-degree beams. I got the omnidirectional disruptor in the House of Martok 360-degree disruptor, and the kinetic cutting beam as well. So those are all 360-degree. So no matter where I'm turned, they're always going to fire on the enemy. So obviously disruptor damage is what I'm boosting here, and I'm using the Nausicaan set, the Entoiled Technology Nausicaan set that does Nausicaan Weaponry Augmentation and Nausicaan Power Initiative, which does add a power transfer rate buff, and this third thing is a disruptor. Your disruptor net gains more disruptor damage, basically. That's the set 2, and then the set 3 is Nausicaan Power Initiative, which is even more disruptor damage and hull penetration. So that's why I went with that, just as much disruptor damage as I can get out of this thing. But all beams, and of course powers that utilizes as well. Fire at Will 3, Beam Overload. I also have a couple of maneuvering ones. I've got Attack Pattern Omega 3, and I got Alpha, of course, so that'll help me kind of get out of the way, that type of deal. And I've also enabled Intelligence Team 1. Basically try to do some stealth, so they don't target me as much. That's the idea anyway. Alright, now let's move on.
We're reading a number of interesting phenomena, despite interference from the nebula. Let's see. Plethora of heavy metallic compounds, and a hotbed of tetryon and thermobaric energy throughout the nebula.
There's a moon nearby. Preliminary scans aren't showing much, but it's just the kind of place the Herc could be using to hide a base. Or a fleet.
Let's take a closer look. There's sometimes... I love
the pulsar's throwing off a lot of hazardous energy.
I love the dialogue in the game, but sometimes they're very slow at delivering it.
Most astute, Captain. Let's make the appropriate shield adjustments.
They really need to speed up the dialogue a lot in the menus. They just need to talk faster.
I don't like this. Scans are showing a lot of bare rock, but no metals or compounds. It's a lot like...
There's just so much pausing between their words and sentences that just doesn't need to be there. They need to get it out faster.
Like it's being completely stripped of anything remotely useful? The calling card of the Herc, if I'm not mistaken. Perhaps we should send down a probe, just to be absolutely sure. There could be some Herc down there.
Alright, sending a probe.
It's barely Class D. No metals, complex compounds, liquids, or atmosphere.
The interior is a complex maze of tunnels. Thousands of them.
This matches Herc patterns we've seen elsewhere. They've been here.
Entering scanning range now. Transmitting. Our science teams are taking a close look at the incoming data, but it doesn't look terribly promising. Shall we forge on?
Well, I already did. Set a course for the planet, which I already did, and now I'm here at the planet. See, their dialogue's a little slow there, not catching up to me.
Its astronomic readings are strange. The planet has a highly eccentric orbit. Looks like it collects matter from the nebula as it sweeps around the pulsar, all while being bombarded with radiation. Definitely not habitable by most standards, though it's not quite demon class. An orbital period of several thousand years. That explains the Herc life cycle. They must hibernate while the planet is at the far range of its orbit. This orbit coincides with the previous emergencies of the Herc. The 1,000-year cycle explains why they appear suddenly, then vanish just as quickly.
Okay.
We're reading complex structures here, along with power systems and technology. This could be a base of operations for the Herc. It appears to be deserted. Why don't we take a look around? This could be a prime opportunity.
Let's meet on the Defiant. We'll need to make some preparations before we send an away team down there.
Okay, let's go over to the Defiant. I think we have to have EV suits for this.
I've sent a team down to establish a secure zone. They're ready for you, but you'll want to put on an EV suit before you beam down. We have some in that container for you to use. Once you're suited up, we'll be...
Okay, well, let's get them, because my bridge officers will need them. I already have a good one, though, so let's give my bridge officers each one. I hate having to take off their armor, because their armor is really good. Got the Nikul set on them, of course, but gotta do what you gotta do. This one is supposed to be for me, but I'm not gonna use it. Instead, I have this here. I have this Solanae Striker Environmental Suit. Much better stats than this standard EV suit. So, I am going to put that on. And it looks so much better. Check that out. Look at that. There we go. We are ready. This chamber appears to be a natural cavern, but readings show unusual energy and a lot of magnetized metals. Some of the caves near here have a regular structure, like they've been dug out rather than natural occurring. Maybe the Herc have something like an ant hive. Okay, let's check it out.
I should have a habitation area set up soon. We can replace the reducing atmosphere in this cavern with standard oxy-nitro, and warm things up a bit. Kane's keeping watch, and Weir is looking into other connected areas. We should have a perimeter field up within a few minutes.
Cool. We've got an atmosphere in this area, that's nice.
Reading a lot of background radiation and some wild magnetic fields. It's like the pulsar and the nebula are supercharging the metallic crystal compounds here. The environment's very different from anything we'd consider a habitable planet. Explains why the Herc are so alien. Quite a treasure for a geologist like myself.
Okay. Hail Defiant.
Everything's in order here. Defiant, do you still have a lock on us?
Affirmative. If you need transport, there may be a slight delay due to pulsar emissions.
Uh-oh, I think I just saw
Getting
something.
something odd on my tricorder.
Probably that. And that.
Up there!
Well, look at that. Well, it's angry.
Look out! Ah!
Of course, we'd have to assume that there are Herc down here, duh. Well, it looks like I have fallen and I can't get up. Well, maybe I can get up. Take that back.
Glad you're still with us. Whatever that was must have left you for dead. I'd get moving in case it comes back to make sure. Looks like you're in a series of tunnels that connect to a larger cavern. Garrick and Bashir are close to your position. They're moving into a large open chamber. Try to make your way to them. Be careful. Some of the crystal formations down there are emitting intense amounts of energy. We can't lock onto anyone with transporters, and the others are reporting that directed energy weapons won't work.
This is Bashir.
Okay.
Garrick and I are alive, but we're a little lost.
I'm gonna run it.
Keep moving. You should head up to another chamber. The creature's in a passage near your location. Stay sharp.
Garrick and I are moving into a very large, oblong chamber.
And here I was, hoping those cozy, cramped little tunnels would make...
Looks like the door to the next chamber is locked.
Those readings you're getting from that crystal node are interesting. It's generating a localized magnetic field. Manipulating that field could cause a response similar to pushing a button or flicking a switch. I wonder, do you think Herc can sense magnetic fields? Yes, of course. I think he'll
Probably
find
so.
a way to manipulate that magnetic field to open the door. The morphogenic crystals are probably the keys. So look for one nearby that has...
Right. Look for crystals to open the door. Yeah, like I said, some of this
The
mission can
readings I'm getting on that crystal
drag
are
on
weak.
pretty long.
It probably isn't usable.
Kind of need to speed it up.
That one's got an odd harmonic.
The pacing is just a
Doesn't
little
seem
slow.
to match the rest. That's the one you need. Use it to open that door.
You got it. Uh-oh. It's a crazy Herc. And it's coming at me. My instructions are simply to run, because it is directly behind me. Like, right there.
There's a deep crevice ahead of you. See if you can get across.
Looks like I can by jumping.
Hazardous energy and anti-gravity ahead. Use your thrusters.
And the alien creature stopped. And I am in anti-gravity now. This is where the
Creatures turn back.
one of the maze
Must not like
starts.
anti-gravity.
It's a very cool design here, but it is a maze. There are some doors you can go in, though, so I wanted to make sure to check. Down we go.
Slow and steady, don't get lost. Try to head up when you...
Garrick and I have a breathable atmosphere here. Everyone, try and reach our location.
Williams here. I'm stuck in some kind of tunnel maze. Not sure how to get out.
Ishimura here. My nav system's useless. I'll keep trying to find you all.
Receiving your transmission from the console. Analyzing now. There's a lot of historical data and cultural references in there. The short version, the Herc used to be a peaceful species.
Right, we knew
There's
that.
talk of a great betrayal and some kind of epidemic. Then the entries just turn into gibberish.
Okay. Kind of a data log there. Can I not go through here? No, I cannot go through here. Looks like I can go that way, but what's this way? I don't want to miss anything. Well, I can also go up that way. I think that's the way I came in, yeah. Yeah, because there's the console. Okay, that's the way I came in. So you can get so turned around here. So this is the way I need to go. And here's another console.
This one looks like technical data. Interesting. None of their starships had weapons until 2,000 years ago.
Wow.
Their first designs were way ahead of most species at that time, though. Huh. How did they go from geniuses to the ravenous eating machines we're dealing with now?
Well, I'm going to say founder interference route, right? Dominion interference, whatever. This one's out of order.
Kane, report. I just lost crewman Kane's vitals.
Oh, that's not good.
Weir's comm signal is down, but he's still alive. Keep an eye out.
I engaged... Nope, I did not. I thought I had engaged that console. Oh, I did. Oh, okay, it's opening a door. It's opening the door I need to go through quickly. I got it. I'm in. I'm in. Let's go up. More up. Let's see what's in here. Another console. It's opening a door, I guess. Yep, opening a door. Okay, we're in. Was there anything in here, though? No.
Bashir and Garrick are just past this chamber.
Oh. Okay, let's do that.
We're picking up some interesting tech on sensors. Interesting and old. Very old. Most of it predates the Federation by several centuries. Are you reading those energy patterns on the other side of that opening? They're far more intricate than the others we've seen. We think there's some kind of ship ahead of you. It shows signs of damage. You might be in some sort of dry dock or repair facility. Interesting. There are large gaps in tech level between each section of the facility. It's as if the Herc learn as they hibernate. They wake up with 1,000 years of advancements at hand and get ready to work.
Okay. That's interesting. And looks like some kind of ship underground. Yeah, this is also a maze, I remember. I'm going to have to do a lot of stuff in here, and I know you have to go back and forth and find things, and you can get lost very easy. Yeah, here's everybody.
A pleasure to see you. We'll need all the help we can get if we're to leave this world alive. To that end, the good doctor and I have started to make sense of our surroundings. We seem to be in some sort of Herc command center. From here, we can begin to restore power in critical systems.
Herc technology is driven by electromagnetic manipulation of morphogenic crystals. Doors, life support, everything, even their central computer. If we can find the right crystals, I can bring things back online. We can look for information on Herc biology within their data system. We might even find a cure here. I found a little information. This planet used to be rich in a type of fungus. It thrived in the harshest of environments, even areas high in pulsar radiation. It used to be a staple of the Herc diet until it disappeared from the ecosystem. Without it, the Herc began to suffer from a severe type of malnutrition. It led to a number of neurological disorders, many of which we've seen firsthand. Based on these readings, there should be more data storage units in the tunnels beyond this chamber. They're the ones by the door with the blue glow rods. One more thing. Some parts of the tunnels still have malfunctioning gravity systems. You should be able to navigate through them, but the energy fields in there will nullify your weapons, so be careful.
Okay, find 3 storage crystals and locate the rest of the crew. Alright, well, let's do it. This is where it gets interesting, to say the least. Alright, let's go to the right first. I think there's going to be an enemy too.
Oh, good. You made it. We were about to leave.
Yeah, I knew it. There's that crazy
No!
hurt.
No!
What's going on? Ishimura's vitals just flatlined.
Well, about that. Let's use my new ability here. It disappeared. Nope, it's right there. It's going in and out of existence, being very weird. Well, it's actually right on top of me, and it killed me. I didn't even see it.
It moved away from you and shrouded itself.
I would say so. But also, I'm dead. And nobody's coming to save me. Come on, Tovin. Leave me dead, why don't you? Jeez. Well, I gotta go through all that again. Lovely.
Send your officer to me so that I can address any injuries.
Boy, that thing hits hard, though, doesn't it? Holy crap. It just took me out so quickly.
That covers the first peaceful meeting between the Herc and the Founders over 3,000 years ago.
Yeah, you can travel up through these things and explore. There's things in here, I think. Yeah, for example, I need to get to that one up there. I think I remember how to do it, too. Yeah, I have to travel through this way. I remember now. So I've played this before. But at first, it was very confusing. I think I might get attacked again. Yes, of course. Dang, it is following me. It hits so hard. I'm just trying not to die. Did I make it? Gosh, I hope so. That thing hits just
It moved
so
away
hard.
from you and shrouded itself.
Okay, good.
Send your officer to me so that I can address any injuries.
Now, I could get lost in here. Oh, here we go. This is one that I need.
My god. The enzyme the Herc need is a precursor to Ketracel.
It's in here with me. This is not a good thing. I need a exit. Whee! Back down.
It moved away from you and shrouded itself.
Okay, that's 2 of 3, and now I need the last one. I just don't know where it's at. Obviously, can I get back through here? Yes, I can. Okie dokie. I think now this is where we came in, right? So now I can go left. Because we went right the first time. Now I'm going to go left. I don't think that leads to anything. Well, maybe it does. Hold on.
That's Kane's helmet. I have a feeling we
Never
won't
mind.
find the rest of him.
Okay, that's Kane's helmet then. So maybe if we go this way, we get to the last one. Is this the one I just came from, or is this a different one? No, this is a different one. Okay. It's gonna happen again. The thing's coming.
You're a sight for sore eyes. Let's get out of here before...
No chance.
William!
No chance. Is it gonna be after me? Holy crap, is it after me? Wait, if I get in here, it can't get me, right? Because it doesn't like anti-gravity.
It moved away from you and shrouded
Yeah,
itself.
why didn't I just do that before? That's so much easier.
The Herc tried to synthesize the enzyme they needed for cognition, but failed.
Hope this is the way out. I got all the crystals I need, so we just need to meet back at the room. I forgot I can wait in. No, you know what? That leads to this one. That is not where I want to go. I went the wrong way. This is what I mean about getting lost in here. So easy. So maybe I need to go out the other exit in here this way. Yeah, I forgot the Herc thing doesn't like the anti-gravity. So if you hide inside the anti-gravity well things, then it can't get you. Yay, I found my way back.
Nicely done. We should be able to translate Herc data files and run a detailed analysis of them at a greatly accelerated rate now. I have a good friend in Starfleet engineering that'd love to spend some time with this technology. The Herc have made some remarkable advances in their time. Ah, the first results are in. Excellent. I have access to a few critical systems, including gravity and power generation, bringing them online now. That should make things go a little smoother. I'm getting some historical records now. Give me a moment to process it. Well, this is not good. It's a record of the fall of the Herc civilization at the hands of the Dominion. For some reason, the Dominion removed the fungus from the ecosystem during the Herc hibernation cycle. Military conquest, most likely. This is what drove the Herc to madness.
Yep.
It appears we have some uninvited guests.
You're a long way from Zenketh, Admiral.
Yes. To what do we owe the pleasure?
Uh-oh, it's a changeling.
Ah, traveling incognito?
One of her many covert identities, I suspect.
This expedition of yours has gone on long enough.
Touched a nerve, have we?
You found a secret I've kept for millennia. Something I've kept from Odo and the Great Link.
The origin of the Herc infestation.
And you're rolling it.
I needed soldiers to realize my dream of dominion. Enforcers willing to obey without question. Physically, the Herc were perfect candidates. But their peaceful, free-thinking nature was an obstacle. In studying the Herc biology, I found the key to their loyalty.
The Ketracel precursor.
Yes, I extracted it from their ecosystem. They had no choice. Obey or die.
I take it things didn't go according to plan.
No, they became savage, incoherent, volatile. With each cycle, the swarm grew larger, wilder. My ability to control them diminished. All I could do was point them in the direction of my enemies. I would let them rampage and await their eventual hibernation.
Cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war.
They were a failure, but they provided a gift. Ketracel, the gift that led to a more successful endeavor. The Gem Hadar.
I think I've heard enough. I knew you were involved in this somehow. You built an empire on slavery, and now it's all falling apart. When the Alliance learns about this...
But they won't. None of you are leaving this world alive.
You would kill another founder?
There were other founders who knew the truth once, like you. They did not want a dominion built on the backs of slaves. They tried to depose me, to expose the truth to the Link. They failed, and paid for their lack of vision.
All of you against the wall.
Well, that explains it all.
Odo, this is getting out of hand.
Stop this now!
No, Odo. This is bigger than you. Bigger than us. The Dominion must endure.
I'm afraid I can't allow that.
What now?
You've forced my hand. This is a modification of your own Herc lure. As we speak, every Herc in the Quadrant is homing in on the signal.
And you're calling them here? To their homeworld?
On the contrary, madam. I'm calling them to the Founder homeworld. Your chickens, as the humans say, are coming home to roost.
Insanity! We will...
Well, there she goes. I imagine we have to take this thing out now. Yeah. Where did he go? Keeps disappearing. It's very annoying. Hard to get a lock on it and fire on it. And my controls are really lagging today. Wow, killed me real fast. It keeps disappearing. It's really difficult.
Enemy targets on sensor.
Okay, there we go. Now I got it.
I think
Well,
that's our cue. Now that we have restored operations here, our ships will be able to lock onto us with transporters. I suggest we take advantage of this while we can.
Yeah, let's beam up.
You did this? All of you? You killed a god? My god? My beautiful founder. Gone forever. I loved her so. And now you'll pay the price. Guards!
Enough, Wayun. All of you stand down.
No! You betrayed her! And the Dominion! I will carry out her final order!
That founder is no more, Wayun. This founder has given you an order, and you will obey.
No! He is no founder! She was a founder! He is a traitor! Guards! Shoot to kill! All of them!
Belay that order.
What?
We do not serve you, Vorta. Where this founder leads, we will follow.
Thank you, my friend.
Fine. Then I'll do it myself.
Take Wayun into custody and return to your ship. We have business at the home world to attend to.
So that little part's probably confusing unless you play the Jem'Hadar faction. Play the Jem'Hadar faction and you'll understand that little scene.
Tell me,
Alright.
was it part of your plan to draw every Herc in the sector to this system, Garrick? Because if it was, it worked with flying colors. We need to get out of here and fast. Our only hope is to punch a hole through the swarm so we can go to warp.
Yeah.
Try to hold them off. I'll see if I can arrange a distraction.
Your tape is breached. Keep left. Structural integrity failing. Abandoned ship.
Much better with beams. Much better.
Target's shields have failed.
Still a lot of them.
failing. Right shield failing. Left shield failing.
Oh crap. Just took too many explosions near me. But it's still doing a lot better with beams than cannons. There's just so many of these hurt.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shield has failed. Target's shield has failed.
They're breaking off.
They've received the signal. They're heading for the Founder homeworld.
Target's shield has failed.
Wow, good, because there were so many of them.
I think we're in the clear.
Damage.
The Herc have departed for the Founder homeworld.
Damage.
It will take them some time to reach it, even at maximum warp. We should make the most of that time and bring an end to this madness. The information that the good doctor found should do just that. For now, let's return to our respective fleets and prepare for the next and hopefully final steps of this journey.
Thanks to Garrick, my homeworld is under siege. I realize there's not a lot of love lost to the Founders these days, but if the center of the Dominion falls to the Herc, the rest of the galaxy will soon follow suit. If you're willing to stand with us one last time, assemble your forces and rendezvous with my fleet in the Gamma Quadrant. I hope to see you there before it's too late for all of us.
Okay. What a mission. Very long. But we learned a whole lot. To be continued. Yeah, we learned a whole lot there about the Dominion and what they did to the Herc. And that was pretty cool, though.
There's a certain poetic symmetry at play here. The Dominion are about to receive their comeuppance from one of the many species they've abused. Regrettably, we Cardassians have some experience in such matters. Of course, our work is just beginning. We need to formulate a cure for the Herc before they devastate every system in the quadrant. Hopefully, we can achieve this lofty goal before they make a meal of the Dominion. And again, science is often a lengthy, perilous process. I'm certainly glad to put Havas Kul behind me. Small, dark passages are not a passion of mine.
Let's take a flare. So that was a very cool mission, and now don't forget to put all your stuff back on yourself. And your bridge officers, because we'll need them on the next mission for sure. Alright, and we got a flare. Don't need that though. Got a flare. Some catcher cell white. I'm actually just gonna get rid of all this. I do need to fix some damage on my ship. I'm just gonna go to Kronos and take care of that. But yeah, that was a nice mission there. We learned a lot about what the Dominion did to the Herc. Basically, it was the lady's fault. She even admitted there were other founders who were against that. They did not want to have, quote, dominion like she did. So she was kind of on her own, and she killed other founders. Flat out, she killed them to keep that secret. So she's not a good founder. She's not a good one. Beam to... yeah, First City. Yeah, she is just not a good one. So really learned a lot there. But she's gone now. The Herc took her out. So... what do you know? You know, that kind of solves that problem, I guess. But very interesting history there on the Dominion and the Herc. I don't know where I'm going. I'm going over here. Repair my ship. I don't even know what my ship's name is. What is my ship's name? Oh yeah, duh. Okay, there it is. Fixed. All damage fixed. And we are ready for the next mission. So that one was kind of long. Now prepare yourselves for the next one because it's kind of long as well. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see here, consider subscribing and leaving a like on the video. I would appreciate it. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for the next one. Check out Twitter at Brent_Justice for updates. You can follow me there. Also, check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/Brent Justice. This helps support the channel and also allows me to publish more and more videos.